I'm gonna start off this video with saying if you're playing Valorant already, keep playing Valorant. That's why I have the parentheses there because you should keep watching the video so that it looks good on the algorithm. But I don't want to discourage anyone to not play a game that they're either good at or enjoy playing with like their friends or people they know online. And my examples or my two times of playing Valorant are when I'm only with like people I know online. Not necessarily like by myself, but it's different for everybody. Everyone experiences games differently. So I play games mostly by myself, or if it's a game I'm not necessarily good at, then my gaming experience will probably be worse. But if you're not that if you're not like me, which I hope you're not, then keep going and keep playing the game that you enjoy, but keep watching the video, please, because I need engagement. But for the rest of the people, don't join the dark side, okay? Unless you like femboys, don't play Valorant because I have tried to twice ever, and the first time I did it, and by joining the dark side, as I will be calling it, was about like 3 years ago when I was a freshman in high school. I was playing with one of my friends who is the same age as me, but is an actual like probably the smartest person I know. He took calculus in 8th grade, and in my freshman year he was at my high school, but next year he transferred to a 2-year college and is now a graduate. And right now, he is currently taking computer science classes at Purdue University. But also, I'm pretty sure he's like friends with a bunch of questionable people. But anyways, that's besides the point. So I tried playing Valorant for the first time. I installed it the same day, and I hopped on a call with my friend who is at Purdue. And I did not know anything about computers, and my computer used to only have 8 gigabytes of RAM. And my computer was already using 7.5 gigabytes of RAM, so I literally had like 200 megabytes of free RAM to use on Valorant. And that was kind of a problem because nothing would load in an efficient manner. Literally, the tutorial didn't load, so I had to reload it again, which took like 2 minutes to go from one screen to another. But after I got through the quote unquote tutorial, or I should say, quote unquote, did the tutorial, me and my friend just hopped into a quick play game. I don't know what it's called, but let's just say that, first of all, because I only had 200 megabytes of RAM, it took 2 rounds for me to load into the game. So literally, in the first 2 rounds, I literally was not playing the game. And I didn't ask my friend anything about like aiming or like how to coordinate with your team or even any keybinds. I just knew WASD, left click, right click. That was it. No like ability, no ultimate, no anything. And luckily, I only played for an hour because I had to go. But I have to tell you, that was the worst hour of gaming I had up to the second time I played Valorant. But just know that I was super, super sad on like, because my parents were driving to our grandparents' house to eat dinner that day. But I was so sad on the drive there. And I still had the game installed, or I should say the dark side installed, because I thought that it was going to get better and I was going to grow interest, but you'll see why I didn't. In my second time playing Valorant, or I should say my last time playing Valorant, it was with a bunch of people I know online. I'm in this like Discord server with a bunch of other players from the state I live in Rocket League, because we're all good at it. Well, some of us are, but I'm not gonna say their names. But there are me, S, and N. We're gonna call them S and N. It's abbreviation for their actual name, but I'm not gonna say their name. And how the teams worked was that it was just me and S versus N, and N was better than me and S combined, or I should say just S, because I didn't really do anything. So we just hop into a game, and this is when I put in 16 gigabytes of RAM into my computer before RAM prices shot up. This was like, I'd say this was the summer of last year. So we hop into a game, and N is better than me and S. Or I should say, I have played 1 hour of Valorant. S has played a bit, but N has played much more. I think N is like almost diamond. I think that's good. But we hop into the little match. I forget what map we're playing. That's how I know how cooked I am. And we decided to just take on one site. I think we did site B. And the entire time, I do nothing. I'm just walking into like traps. I'm getting headshot from like places I've never seen. And it's like peeking corners that I thought he was just not going to be there. I'm running, which is like apparently not a good thing to do. I don't know how that works. And also like I'm not a very low sense player like how most Valorant people are. But we logged on to Valorant at like 11 p.m. and we played for like 2 hours, and the entire time I didn't kill N once. And let me tell you, after I logged off of Valorant and then an hour later I just cooled down my gameplay by just doing stronghold practice, I was insanely like disappointed because I knew that I did not have fun, and I played Valorant for the sake of other people, not for my enjoyment. And it's not S or N's fault, but it's not my fault because I knew that I was bad, but S and N were treating me as if I've played the game for more than 1 hour. And when I got off of call at like 2 a.m., which was like unheard of for me, I tried to go to sleep like at 2:30. I didn't fall asleep until like 5 a.m., which like is horrible for me. I should practically just stay up all night at that point. And the worst part about that session was that was not the fact that I went to bed at 2:30. I fell asleep at 5. It was the fact that I woke up at 2 p.m. the next day. And since this was during summer, it didn't really matter. But I just remember being so like distraught that it made me really upset that I even played Valorant in the first place. And then soon after that session, I uninstalled Valorant. And what I'm trying to say here with this video is that if you suck at shooter games, don't play Valorant. But also just don't play Valorant unless you're into like femboys, because I haven't heard great things from the community, and like I feel like every week I just hear something horrible go on in Valorant. Like one of the people I know online, I know like an okay amount of people, and they always just come back either like mad, sad, or disappointed. And I try to avoid that as much as I can, and I hope that you guys will too. But if you're gonna play Valorant, first of all, you probably shouldn't unless you're with friends, and also just be careful. Anyways, I just want to say to wrap this video, thank you guys for the recent support on the last video. Having my video that's titled Water Bottles gain more viewers than my last 3 combined, which when I felt the most motivated to make these videos. And also that Feinberg is not my most viewed video is just awesome to say. So thank you guys for that.